Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Arlington, whether you're here in our beautiful sanctuary or you're watching from home. My name is Gail Curran, and I'm pleased to serve on the Board of Trustees. Unitarian Universalism is a faith that believes that great good comes from wide diversity. Here at UUCA, we strive to be and are becoming the welcoming community we hope to be. Whoever you are or are becoming, whomever you love, whatever your background, abilities, or beliefs, we are very glad that you're joining us this morning. Whether you're a longtime member of the church, a once-in-a-while attendee, or visitor for the first time, you are welcome, and we hope you will find here with us inspiration and community you are seeking. Our theme for May is nurturing beauty, and I can think of nothing more beautiful than our coming-of-age youth. Each year, this group proves to be incredibly inspiring to me with their insights, intelligence, and thoughtfulness. The coming-of-age ceremony is a welcome and an affirmation of our youth as they embark on their journey to young adulthood. I hope you will enjoy this important ritual as much as I do. After the service, there will be cake in the center, and it's delicious cake because I've already had some. So please be sure to go over there after the service. Please try to follow what used to be airplane rules and only have your mask down when you're eating or drinking. There will also be a virtual coffee hour after the 11:15, after this service, if you're watching online. There's another important event today, which is a budget listening session at 1 p.m. here in person, where you can ask questions and learn more about the proposed 2022-23 church budget. The finalized budget will be voted on at the annual meeting on June 5th. So this is your opportunity to learn more before you vote. Welcome.
Welcome everyone. My name is Mia Andanegi. I am in 9th grade at Justice High School. I will be reading a part of Taylor Swift's 2022 commitment speech to New York University. I like her music a lot, and I think she has something important for us to hear. Not a single one of us here today has done it alone. We are each a patchwork quilt of those who have loved us, those who have believed in our futures, and those who have showed us empathy and kindness or told us the truth even when it wasn't easy for us to hear. Those who told us we could do it when there was absolutely no proof that we could. Someone read stories to you and taught you to dream and offered up some moral code of right and wrong for you to try and live by. Someone tried their best to explain every concept in this insanely complex world to a child that was you, as you asked a bazillion questions like, how does the moon work, and why can't we eat salad but not grass? And maybe they didn't do it perfectly, but no one ever can. Maybe they aren't with us anymore, and in that case, I hope you remember them today. If they are here today, I hope that you'll find your way to express your gratitude for all the steps and missteps that have led us to this common destination. Let's worship with each other today.
So today we light our candle of compassion. We will try to light our candle of compassion. We will try to light. There we go. And we want to recognize and hold those who are affected by violence and hatred throughout the world, both directly and vicariously. And we also light our candle today for those who could not join us here because they've been affected by COVID.
We gather together as a community of memory and hope to celebrate life and its infinite possibilities for love. We light this chalice as a symbol of the light within every human heart. May our individual sparks meet and merge, bringing both light and warmth to the world.
Thank you, Owen. Good morning, friends. Thank you for joining us today. And as a story, I'm going to share with you a book by Todd Parr, and he's inviting us to embrace who we truly are. But before that, I'd like to thank everyone who came out and supported our youth yesterday, last evening in the carnival, those of you who were there volunteering or just sharing your presence. Yes, it was a lot of fun, so thank you for that. At this time, I would like to invite all of the children who care to come up to sit on the stage, sit up here on the chancel while I share the story. But be who you are. If you want to stay in the pews, that's great too. Oh, we've got a unicorn joining us. Wonderful. Thanks, everybody. Be who you are. Be old, be young, be a different color. Wear everything you need to be you. Like unicorn purses. Speak your language and learn in your very own way. Be proud of where you're from. Be your own family. Just be who you are. Be silly, be brave, dance, play, discover, learn, and read. Share your feelings. Happy, mad, sad, silly, scared, or proud. Just be who you are. Remember to try new things. Eat tacos, pizza, noodles. Be confident and stand up for yourself. Be energetic, but also remember to be peaceful. Be the best that you can be. Just be who you are. It doesn't matter what color you are, where you are from, or who's in your family. Everyone needs to be loved. And always love yourself and be who you are. The end. Love, Todd. Be who you are. And at this time, as you grow into being who you are, I'm going to invite the children who are 4th grade and younger to be sung out to their classes. And those of you older, we're going to ask you to stay in service with us and participate in our ritual, because very soon you will be coming of age and walking across this very bridge. So would you
Please
help me?
join us
Yeah.
in the children's blessing song together. Peace to you on your way. May you grow in love each day. Meeting new friends and opening your mind to the wonders of the world you will find. To the wonders of the world you will find.
So if you all join me for a moment of prayer and meditation, or an attitude that is reflective or resonant for you. Receive, O mystery, the words of our hearts. If prayer worked like magic, if I knew the words that would guarantee prayer's power, I know what I would pray. Let life be always kind to our children. Let sorrow not touch them. Let them be free from fear. Let them never suffer injustice, nor the persecutions of the righteous. Let them not know the pain of failure, of a project, a love, a hope, or a dream. Let life be gentle to them, and joyful, and kind. If I knew the formula, that's what I'd pray. But prayer isn't magic, and life will be hard. So I pray for our children with some hope with this prayer. May their knowledge of sorrow be tempered with joy. May their fear be well balanced by courage and strength. May the sight of injustice spur them to just actions. May their failures be teachers that their spirits may grow. May they be gentle and joyful and kind. Then their lives will be magic and life will be good. So may it be. Blessed be. Amen.
Please join us in singing Spirit of Life together. Fuente de amor, ven hacia mí y al corazón cántale tu compasión. Sopla volar, sube en la mar, hazte modelar la justicia de la vida. Arraigame, libérame, fuente de amor, ven a mí, ven a mí. Spirit of life, come unto me, sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
Thank you, Mariel and Sophia. It was really lovely. So most of you know that we split our Share the Plate. We have 70% of our May 2022 Share the Plate will go to Alianza's accompaniment program, and 30% will go to funding the work of our congregation. These funds primarily support the international accompaniment program of the Network in Solidarity with the People of Guatemala, also known as NISGUA. And a small portion also supports UUCA's partnership with local immigrants in the nearby Buckingham community. Since 1981, NISGUA has provided accompaniment to organizations and individuals involved in key legal cases seeking justice and accountability for genocide and crimes against humanity committed during Guatemala's internal armed conflict. NISGUA has stood with human rights leaders defending indigenous communal lands from the effects of international mining, hydroelectric dams, and agricultural megaprojects. Anti-racist, anti-oppressive, and anti-homophobic skill building is also an integral part of Nisqua's accompanier training, and a priority is placed on recruiting and training Latinx and Indigenous individuals. Since the beginning of our partnership with Nisqua in January 2007, Alianzas has sponsored 24 accompaniers, and that's a really great accomplishment here for UUCA, so you should be proud of that. UUCA's relationship with Nisqua has been strengthened through 10 delegation trips to Guatemala to learn about Guatemalan history, to meet with survivors of the genocide community activists, and the remarkable young people who have been chosen to be accompaniers. So this is important work, and we ask that you give as generously as possible. Thank you. And if the ushers would take the collection. The ushers could come forward. So many of you know that I have only arrived here in September, and I just want to say that I really deeply appreciate the work that y'all do through Share the Plate. Not only supporting the communities that you partner with internationally, but also right here closer to home, like the Buckingham community. So thank you. Let's just hang out here. We bless and receive these gifts, opening our hearts to true generosity. And together in one voice, let us be grateful when we give, be it time, talent, or treasure, for giving brings us joy. Let us be grateful for our needs and the experience of vulnerability, for they teach us how to receive in community and love. Let us be grateful for those who share their gifts to nurture this congregation, for it is a blessing to make a difference together. Thank you. And Holly Carr is going to come up and tell us about the Coming of Age program.
Good morning. My name is Holly Carr, and I have been an advisor, one of the advisors for this year's Coming of Age program. Coming of age is a modern rite of passage in Unitarian Universalist congregations that welcomes and affirms youth as they journey from childhood to adulthood. One of the outcomes of the Coming of Age program is an individual credo or belief statement. Since Unitarian Universalism is a covenantal faith rather than a creedal faith, individuals can develop their own credos, and they may change over time. The Coming of Age program typically takes place for ninth graders over a full academic year. This year, as we emerged from virtual programming, we needed to combine 8th grade OWL and the Coming of Age program into a single year. These youth have worked really hard, compressing much of the contemplation and discussion and discernment that typically takes place over 9 months into about 4 months. The youth started by remembering where they were from, writing and sharing where I'm from poems with one another. You might remember that we did this as a congregation with Rev. Amanda back in March. These poems evoke the places, the people, the sights, sounds, and feelings that have contributed to who they are. In another session, they imagined where they might be going, articulating what they hope for in their future. As a follow-on exercise, they were challenged to dig deeper into these aspirations and to try to understand their ultimate whys, the values they hold dear below these hopes for their future. They revisited the 8 principles, thinking about which principles resonate the most with them and what that might mean for their credos. Later in the semester, they put the principles into action with a service project, cooking up a meal for a family staying at the Ronald McDonald House of Northern Virginia. Most recently, they completed a day-long retreat here at the church to focus on developing their credos, some of which will be shared here today. Credos can be written statements, or they may take other forms, as you will see. I'd like to recognize our teaching team who worked with our youth this year. Please stand if you are here, and some may be participating virtually as well. Christina Graff, Chris Cummings, Jen Fox, Steve Runnard, Ashley Johnson, was here earlier this morning, and of course, Greg. Thank you so much for giving of your time to walk with our youth this year. I would also like to thank our parents of these youth. Thank you for prioritizing coming of age with your youth this year, and thank you for getting them here on Sunday mornings. Thank you also for the support that you have provided at home. And finally, to our youth, thank you for the effort you have made this semester. I have appreciated the conversations with you, tackling these central questions of what do I believe and how then shall I live? We rarely take the time, as youth or adults, to stop and answer these questions. I loved sitting out on the playground with you during the retreat, where I have literally watched many of you grow up over the past decade. I loved seeing you squish into those same nooks and crannies on the playground as you did when you were 6 and 7 years old, but this time to think about and write about your deepest values and your concerns and to share them with one another. It has been a great pleasure to get to know you better and to walk a bit of your life journey with you this year. Thank you.
And thank you also to Holly, who has done a really wonderful job of coordinating the curriculum and the teacher volunteers and just kind of keeping us all going and on pace. So very grateful for your work there. Thank you. And Holly alluded to the idea of credos and creeds, and creeds are something that are very different than a credo. And creeds are kind of a prescribed belief meant to be adopted, whereas a credo is more of a personal statement, and it means I believe. And it takes work to know what we believe, what we really believe, as an expression that emerges from our experiences in the world. And not only what we believe, as a kind of consent or participation in the messages that saturate our societies. And I've had the privilege of walking alongside these youth this past few months as they parsed some of that for themselves, and really just amazing work. And that's all what's really at the heart of our coming of age students, what they will share today. Statements about what they believe about themselves and the world. And sometimes to make space to express what we believe, we need to first resist the beliefs that have attempted to shape us or bend us in ways that go against our spirit. For instance, there's so much happening these days to diminish the dignity of whole groups of people. And so sometimes, in order to declare that Black Lives Matter, we must first name that white supremacy has been and continues to be harmful. All of these pieces can be expressed as credos, the ways that our hearts sing, and also the ways that we prepare a space where our hearts can sing. So I hope you will make space here today to hear the courage expressed by our coming of age youth through their credos. And Mariel, would you like to start us off?
Hello, my name is Mariel Cascade Carr. I'm 15 and I'm in 9th grade at Alexandria City High School. Often I feel that just my name for me reminds me of some of my core values. My first name, Mariel, was my great-grandmother's name. I feel this reflects the way family stories, and inside jokes, even just within my immediate family, have always been a source of guidance, joy, and influence. My middle name, Cascade, reminds me of my love for nature and travel, as I'm named after the Cascade Mountain Range near Seattle, where my parents first met. Other values and things I enjoy have developed over time, like my love of singing. I started singing in an organized way, first here at UUCA, when I was about 5, with the youth choir and Miss Bian. UUCA has been a large part of my life, as I've been coming here most weekends for 10 years. I've learned to be open to anyone and everything here at UUCA, although not always people who have conservative ideas. And church events like Shenandoah camping trips and the No Talent talent show have reminded me how much I value community. I definitely believe that my brother being born when I was 2 helped to shape the person I am today. Although I don't remember it very well now, I believe having a brother made me a little less selfish and hopefully more empathetic. Another event that I feel had a big role in shaping who I am was going to the middle school that I did. My middle school is called Burgundy Farm Country Day School. It is a dairy farm that was turned into a school, and it was the first school to be integrated in Virginia. Burgundy truly challenged what I thought to be true. In my elementary school, we had learned more traditional, one-sided, white-sided history, and although I love many of my teachers, a fairly strict student-teacher relationship was always maintained. You didn't talk back to your teachers, and I never really questioned what I was learning. At Burgundy, I was shocked and excited to learn that kids there referred to their teachers by their first names. In humanities class, a combination of history and language arts, I was introduced to many genders and sexualities I had not been aware of during my time in elementary school. Our 7th grade class theme of the year was Ways of Seeing. We read books from many points of view, reminding me that my thoughts and experiences aren't the only ones that matter. I think I've learned many of the same lessons I did at Burgundy through travel. Traveling has taught me how big the world is compared to just my city of Alexandria, and has allowed me to relax just a little bit about some of my problems as I think about how small many of them are in the grand scheme of things. As I move from childhood to young adulthood, I hope to maintain excitement in everyday things, questioning, and enjoyment of life, being able to stop and smell the roses, as some would say. Today, I can say I believe in treating others with kindness, not changing myself to conform with others, and continuing to practice both Christian and Jewish holidays, as I have been for most of my life, mainly as tradition and time with family, not necessarily as a strict religion or to worship a particular God. Although I'm not willing to devote myself to something I don't completely believe in, I do like the idea of a higher power existing, similar to the spirit of life we sing about here at UUCA. As I move into young adulthood, I intend to live with excitement, empathy, assertiveness, and curiosity. Some ways I hope to manifest this intention in my life are putting myself out there at school, even more than I already do, advocating for myself, choosing activities and friendships that get me excited for life, and working on not saying sorry quite so much when it's not necessary. I still struggle with many questions, like what I'll do with my life, but I will rely on what I'm most passionate about and my family members to help me find answers. This I believe. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Jay. I am also a 9th grader at ACHS, and I am non-binary, which means I use they, them pronouns, and I'm not male or female. So I was part of this coming of age group, and I have a lot of strong feelings about religion. I've compiled them into a song that I wrote, and that I have a bass to play. It's angry and sad, and it speaks both to my personal experience and my general experience with religion and how I feel about it as a whole. It also reflects my punk, no one can tell me what to do attitude, which is how the song started. This song isn't an attack, though. It's just meant to make you think about what you really believe. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy it. If there is a God, I would hate his stupid guts. The world doesn't need another dictator. The world doesn't need it, the divine creator who hates on all masturbators. You gonna punish me for this song? I'm trying to say he's in the wrong. His churches encourage hatred and bigotry. His places of worship are no place for me. When I was 5, I suffered your punishment. When I was 13, I suffered your punishment. When I was 14, I suffered your punishment. I still suffer your punishment. I don't think religion should be organized. We should embrace nature, be ourselves disorganized. If there is a God, I would hate his stupid guts for making people suffer to make us strong, for making people think that love is wrong. It wasn't my trauma that made me stronger, it was only me that made me last longer. Tell me what to wear, tell me who to think, tell me who to be, tell me no ink. When I was 5, I suffered your punishment. When I was 13, I suffered your punishment. When I was 14, I suffered your punishment. I still suffer your punishment. I believe everyone deserves kindness. I believe in second chances. I believe some things are right and wrong. I believe in true romances. I respect your religions. I respect you. As long as you don't use your religions to disrespect me. If there was a God, I would hate his stupid guts for making people think that love is wrong, for making us suffer to make us strong, for letting people hurt that I love, for letting horrible crimes go unpunished. I believe in second chances. I believe everyone can change. I believe in the good of humanity, with or without a higher power.
Hi, my name is Ben. I'm 14 and I go to Thomas Jefferson Middle School. I've only been going to UCA for 3 months now, and although at first I really struggled to go, it has grown on me a lot because it's a reminder that when the community comes together, we are able to achieve great things. Like when we pulled together for someone who's just lost a loved one and even helped a homeless shelter. As a kid, I didn't put myself out there enough. Not that I was afraid to, I just didn't know how. I played soccer, which at the time was my main source of happiness. And while it is still huge, a center of my life today, it used to be the only thing I looked forward to. It wasn't until my mom got breast cancer that I found real friends and other ways of happiness. When she was diagnosed, it was very hard for me, but the community came together for us, and it helped me out so much. The neighborhood kids hung out with me and checked in on me regularly. People even brought us food. Those neighborhood kids became my best friends, and today I consider them brothers. This reminded me of the community here at UCA because it's not about just the growing of UCA itself. It's about the growing and helping of communities outside of the church, such as the people of Ukraine, the LGBT community, and the less fortunate, whether they go to the church or not. My rules to live by, which this class has helped me figure out a bit more, is be positive during tough times. So no matter how hard it is to keep your head up, if you push forward, you will never regret it. Show kindness, especially when there is none around, because I believe the amount of kindness that you put out in the world is the amount that will come back to you. And help those in need, such as the homeless, the hurt, and the broken, because you could be in that situation at any time.
Hello, my name is Celeste. I'm 15 years old and I'm a 9th grader at Washington Liberty High School. I'm a person who's very connected to music, and I've always been a curious person with a passion for life. This is a song that I wanted to sing called Enlightenment from the musical Starry, and it's about trying to get the most out of life. I wanted to sing this to express my spiritual journey, always on the path to find my way. I used to play the piano, born and raised every day to entertain. I was a wild and lively child, and those sparkles in my eyes still remain. I know there's more to learn, I know there's more to be, as all the rays of the sun shine beyond the sea. Every moment with the intent to find enlightenment. Now I'm a teacher, and every day I inspire all my girls to challenge everything I say, to blaze the trail in their own way. With their minds they'll push to better times. They know there's more to learn, they know there's more to be. With restlessness they'll repress idle company. Every every moment with the intent to find enlightenment. Brilliance lights the path ahead. Every lesson, every hymn, every single word I've said keeps the road burning bright through the shadows towards the light. Those searching for simplicity will never write a page of history. There's so much more to learn. There's so much more to be. Always shine to redefine our humanity. Every moment we feel descent, we'll fight the night before the falling of sunset. And every morning we'll wake with intent to find enlightenment.
Hello. My name is Owen Patterson. I'm in the 9th grade at Arlington Tech High School. This is a poem by Marge Piercy entitled To Be of Use. The people I love the best jump into work head first without dallying in the shadows. They swim off with sure strokes, almost out of sight. They seem to become natives of that element, the black, sleek heads of seals bouncing like half-submerged balls. I love people who harness themselves, an ox to an heavy cart, who pull like water buffalo with massive patience, who strain in the mud and muck to move things forward, who do what has to be done again and again. I want to be with people who submerge in the task, who go into the fields to harvest and work in a row and pass the bags along, who are not parlor generals and field deserters, but move in a common rhythm when food must come in or the fire must be put out. The work of the world is common as mud. Botched, it smears the hands, crumbles to dust. But the thing worth doing well done has a shape that satisfies, clean and evident. Green amphoras for wine and oil, Hopi vases that held corn, are put in museums, but you know that they were made to be used. The pitcher cries for water to carry, and a person for work that is real.
So if the youth would like to come off to the side here. I've just got to say, standing up here and being up here this morning twice now, it's just, I'm surrounded by some really amazing people. Sophia, thank you for just everything that you've offered on the piano and music, and Leanne and guiding our program, and Holly, the curriculum, and our coming of age folks. Like, my heart is so full right now, just hearing what you've said, just really amazing, and thank you. It's really, really, really grateful for you. And so bridging ceremonies celebrate transitions, and we've had so many transitions over the past few years. So today, we want to set aside space to mark the transition of our coming of age students into youth group. And bridges connect two places. One side is familiar, people, places, and ways of being that we have known. And the other side is not familiar. It's a place of something new and unknown and sometimes scary. But it's that very newness and unfamiliarity that prompts us to expand and to grow, to learn how to more fully be ourselves and how to be in relationship with others. So today's ceremony is an adaptation of Your Time Is Now by Jane Turin, and there are inserts in your order of service so that you can read along with us. And also, I'm hoping that you'll add your voices where it indicates for the congregation. Today, we honor the youth among us, you who are stepping beyond and away and toward. Today, we share in your journey and encourage your discovery. Mia Andraneghi, Mariel Carr, Celeste Collins, Jay Dubar, Ben Hall, and Owen Patterson. It's Dunbar, isn't it? Thank you, Jay Dunbar. There's a typo here. And all those who have shared this journey but are not able to be with us today. We invite you to bridge into a new place, continuing your journey into curiosity, discovery, and wonder, continuing your own story witnessed by our community. And Jay Dunbar, I invite you to cross your bridge today.
Welcome, Jay.
Yes, yes. Mia and Janegi, yes. I invite you to cross your bridge today.
Welcome, Mia.
Celeste Collins, I invite you to cross your bridge today.
Welcome, Celeste.
Ben Hall, I invite you to cross your bridge today.
Welcome, Ben.
Mariel Carr, I invite you to cross your bridge today.
Welcome, Mariel.
And Owen Patterson, I invite you to cross your bridge today.
Welcome, Owen. Today, we applaud you for all you have been, for all you are now, and for all you will be. Today, you cross this bridge. Go now and explore with wonder. We will support and nurture you. You are the future. Today, you cross this bridge. Go now and make choices that make you happy. We will support and nurture you. You are amazing.
Today, you cross this bridge. Be patient and hopeful. We will support and nurture you. You are an inspiration. Together we share a special place. Together we learn. Together we love. Together we grow.
We'd like to recognize another transition today before we close the service. While many of the students we've heard from are just beginning their high school journey, there are some who are ending their journey. Would the folks who are graduating from high school this year please stand with your parents? That's great. And would the youth advisors also stand? Thank you all for celebrating our high school seniors, for celebrating our coming of age youth, and really just making this a really nice recognition of the work that they've done over the past year. You may remember from our board welcome that there is cake. There's plenty of cake. There's lots of cake. There's much cake. So please, yes, 3 cakes. So please join us in the center afterward for some cake and conversation. And we'll close out today with some words by Jean Olson. May you be brave enough to expose your aching woundedness and reveal your vulnerability. May you speak your deepest truths, knowing that they will change as you do. May you sing the music within you, composing your own melody, playing your song with all your heart. May you draw, paint, sculpt, and sew, showing the world your vision. May you write letters and poetry and biography and slogans and graffiti, the great novel, laying bare your words to love and hate. May you love even though your heart breaks again and again. And until the end of your days, may your life be filled with possibilities and courage. Thank you.
And I invite you to rise in body and/or spirit, and please turn in your teal hymnal to 1064. I'd also like to give a special thanks to Wendy Jessup, who has been volunteered to be your song leader.